Yeah.
Natan, how are you?
All right, thank you.
It's been a few minutes since your fight. How you feeling?
I feel great, After this fight, I was a little nervous, because it's a rematch, But I listened my coach and I won't fight. Thank you, by the grace of God.
How does it feel to win the rematch?
Ah, deixa eu ver.
Como se sente vencendo a revanche?
This is very good for me because uh, in the first fight against Marcin, I start a little lazy, and I lost the first round, but this fight I start very crazy, the first round I gonna TKO this guy, all the time, my kicks, my cross hook, I try to TKO him, but it is what it is,
How did you feel about your performance?
Very happy,
Awesome. What was the game plan going into it?
Qual foi a estratégia para essa luta?
Finish before the end. But Marcin is a great opponent too, and I try, but I tell before, at the interviews, I want to finish the fight very fast, but sometimes it's not happening,
Thank you.
All right.
Did your opponent feel different this time than the first fight?
No, it's the same, but I was different, In this fight, I was very hungry, very excited, for try my striking, I put a lot of combinations, my kicks, better, and I start before, I start very fast. I was before the fight, I was with my coach saying, "Hey, start this fight quick. In the first second, go and try to KO him,
You were really emotional at the end of the fight. Was that emotion just because the fight was over, or was it because you felt like you had won and that specific opponent?
Let me see.
Você estava emotivo depois do final da luta? Você estava mais emotivo por vencer ou porque você venceu aquele específico rival?
No, I was emotion because I won the fight, very emotion.
Thank you.
All right.
How are you going to celebrate this win?
Sorry?
Como você vai festejar essa luta?
With my coach, with my partners, I'm gonna watch Bumari, try to win this fight, and my brother Raul, cara de sapato, Antônio Júnior, shoes face, and I celebrate with him. Enjoy this moment,
Thank you. I was going to ask, obviously Marcin won the first one, you won the second one. Do you think you're going to see Marcin again down the line in the third fight?
One second.
Ele venceu a primeira, você acabou de vencer a revanche. Você acha que dia vocês vão lutar pela terceira vez?
Maybe the third fight, but I don't know because I love this event, PFL, and if he want to fight the next year and I can fight again against Marcin, no problem.
And then the last one, the forward pressure that you put on him seemed to really just drown him and overwhelm him. Was that part of the game plan for you?
A pressão que você lutou contra ele foi parte da estratégia que você lutou?
Yes, a lot of pressure. If you watch my last 10 fights, you can see my pressure, all the time, I put the pressure, and sometimes I start I start a little late, because I prefer warm up in the first round, but this is bad, And this fight, before the fight, I was with my coach, with pets, training the pets, sweat a lot. No, I'm ready now. Let's go.
How long do you get back in the gym?
I'm gonna rest for 1 week and a half. After my fights, I rest for 1 week or 2 weeks, because the camp are really, really hard, Training, cut the weight, all everybody knows, This is very hard. In this week I cut a lot of weights, and before, one day before in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. In the Wednesday I was like, bro, this is so tired. I need to stop the fight because this is so hard, Cut the weight. But after check my weight, by the grace of God, let's go. Let's go one more season, 10, 12 fights, This is just happening in the fight week, you know. I cut the weight. After cut the weight, I'm very, very happy, you know. This is the bad part, you know.
And then who's your favorite training partner? Is it Amari?
My favorite
Training
part.
partner. Yeah.
Omar is light heavyweight, you know. I not train with him, but like live training together with Omar. But I train with Rauch, with Thiago Moisés, Apollo Silva, you know, many partners train, Renato Moicano, you know, there are a lot of partners train the same division, you know. But Omar is very heavy. I can't train with him, you know.
As the fight went on, your overhand right was landing really solid and beating his straight punches. Was that a read you made in the middle of the fight, or was that something you prepared going in?
What's that?
Durante a luta, os seus overhand, né, cruzadão de direita, estavam fazendo efeito, estrago nele. Isso é uma coisa que você tinha planejado ou que você sentiu durante a luta?
No, my coach talked to me, hey, use your hooks because you have a good hooks, you know. And I try to put my hooks. I have a little pain my finger, you know, because I put a lot of hooks, you know, left hooks, right hooks. But this is the part of the game, you know, part of the strategy. Sorry.
It looked like he landed a big kick late in that third round. Did that hurt at all? I mean, you didn't flinch.
O Salto acertou chute forte com você, se machucou?
No. He tried to like spin back kick, you know, but I was okay. I'm gonna step back and okay, let's go. But in the third round, he put the kick, but I put my hand, my head, you know, and I blocked the kick.
Thank you.
All right.
You said you possibly wanted to take a more wrestling-based approach for the rematch, but you know, with this match, you seem to focus a bit more on striking. Is there a particular reason that you made that switch?
1 second.
Você tinha falado antes da luta que o seu wrestling poderia prevalecer na luta, mas acabou striking mais, né?
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I talk about my wrestling, but he tried to, I don't know the name of the move, but he tried to take my leg, you know, but I block it. Okay, I'm gonna carefully because he's a specialist in heel hooks, you know, and okay, I'm gonna carefully, but I'm gonna put my pressure. If I have the possible to put him in the ground, I'm gonna try. But the fight in the striking, I was good, you know. I feel was good. Now I can't KO him, you know. I feel this is in between the fights, you know.
You also mentioned before the fight that you were going to go for body and head kicks often, and that was also a technique that it was pretty successful in the fight. Can you tell me a bit more about how that fit in your game plan and you know how you feel about it, pulling it off?
1 second.
Fala mais sobre a sua estratégia. Você tinha mencionado antes de acertar alternar o corpo e a cabeça e você de fato fez isso. Né?
Yeah, I have a good kicks, you know, and the both sides. The lefts and the right kicks. I have the good kicks, the left. You see the fight, I kick a lot his head with my left leg, and this is the part in my game, you know, my goals between in the first or second round, he say, hey Nathan, try to your left kick in the head, because when you kick in his body, he put his hand, like he drop his hand, you know, and try to kick his head, you know, and I move and kick his head, and he feel like he's scared, you know, hey, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks so much.
Só fazer aquele videozinho aí.